Hello and welcome. If you're new, I'm Natalie Saunderson, and if you've already subscribed, thank you for being in this space, and please do send me messages or leave a remark after this video, and feel free to make requests. So this 20-minute core flow is actually on the tail end of an entire month of diving into the core in my Patreon group. And one of the things that I came away with is that some of us have either the personality or the habit of leaning off balance around how we access power. Meaning, some people, for whatever life lessons they're supposed to go through, seem to easily be navigating life, being motivated to have power. Other people, when they come to the mat, are going to realize very quickly that maybe their relationship to their own power is lacking. It feels there's like a disconnect. And when we're talking about the core, right, the core not only of the center of your body, right, physically kind of the center of your body, but also the core, we break down so many beliefs and also intuitive navigation systems through the core, right? In the way that we digest, literally, look at the words and how they translate the meaning. We digest food. We also usually digest our emotions through this area of the body simply because we have so much sensitivity and nerve endings running through the digestive tract. And that's why we end up with these sayings such as gut feelings and gut to intuition and gut brain and all that stuff. But loosely put, coming back to the practice, in this 20-minute flow, you're going to ignite yourself into an arena of heat so that you can investigate how much from day to day am I able to handle. One thing I want to really remind us is that when we move into an area of the body, it's really helpful to have an intention, whether it's very clear and definitive and you've already said it to yourself or out loud, an intention for that space. So for instance, if we're going into the heart center and then we leave the classroom and we're all lovey-dovey all over the place, we might not be received from everybody eloquently who isn't in that headspace. Similarly, if we activate the core and we're feeling really strong and in our power and we need to be aware that how we use that energy next is going to have a ripple effect, right? It's directive energy, it's actionary energy. And if we aren't aware of it, then we likely might be pulled into a couple of things. We might be pulled into many directions to use and disperse our energy, which is fine, but it doesn't really have a purpose behind the energy we've cultivated. We might decide that we have all this energy in a specific direction and we'll come together with other like minds who have a similar energy. Now, that's a good thing, but we always want to be aware that when we're working the core, the third chakra, it's also known as the seat of the ego. So the stronger we get through our core, we need to always balance that with our sense of self and how we're interacting, how we're introducing ourselves, how we're presenting ourselves to the world. How do we make our actions manifest and the methods that we go about to see them manifest, right? There's so much abuse of power in the world at this time that it's our own individual work that actually is in our hands to allow it to trickle out and change the entire paradigm of how we get things done and how we achieve our goals. So in this 20-minute flow, I want you to feel like you can stop at any time, slow it down. If you need to leave something out, we will be doing some planks. So if you need to drop your knees, take it easy, take a child's pose, know that that's always available, and I highly suggest that you listen to the body that you're working with today. Let's get started on hands and knees. So with our fingers spread evenly on the mat and the middle finger parallel to the edges of the mat, you're going to draw your low ribs in, hug your thighs in, press your shoulders down your back and the crown of your head forward. Then you're slowly going to send the left leg out. Good. You're going to look underneath you, make sure that your hips are square. Then you're going to point your toe and inhale that leg a little higher without dropping your chest or changing the weight in both hands. Breathe in here. Point your toe, kind of feel into that ankle behind you, shoulders down your back. Lift the leg a little higher if you can using your right toes, and then bend the knee and exhale, curl the knee down, skim the floor, in and up. Very slowly extend the leg back, square your pelvis. Point the toes, maybe lengthen forward as you lift that leg, bend, in and up, slightly to the right. One more time, so start from a neutral pelvis, point the toes, inhale, lift your chest, bend the knee, exhale in and to the right. Good, set that knee down. You're gonna lean back, press your knees an inch off the floor, and just rock forward on the in-breath. Really root the fingertips and exhale back. Your spine is long, you're not rounding. Inhale forward, exhale back. One more time, inhale forward, exhale back. Drop your knees, you're gonna slide your tailbone back, lift your chest. Tongue out, use your toes to root down. Good, inhale, let's do the other side. Glide the shoulders down, draw the ribs up, hug the thighs in, press down evenly and reach the right leg back, toes pointing down. Square your pelvis, point your toes, wait for the in-breath and lift that leg a little higher. So you're gonna feel the lower back having to work here and length through the psoas, the front of your core. As you breathe in, bend the knee, spread the toes and the foot, exhale in and up as close as you can to the chest. And then inhale, extend the leg, pause. Start with the leaning to the right hand. Point the toes, inhale, maybe lift your chest at the same time. Feel the front body lengthen, bend, skim the floor in and really squeeze. So go slower. Inhale, start from a squared pelvis. As you exhale, lean to the center of your hands. Point the toes, inhale, lift your chest, maybe stretch your throat out, bend the knee, in and up. Good, set that right knee down, keep your toes tucked, lean back, and again, tip more weight to your fingertips, press your knees off the floor, guide the shoulder blades down the back, and then inhale, lean as far forward as you can, and exhale, press back like you're gonna sink into child's pose. Inhale, hover forward, nice long spine. Exhale, press as far back as you can. One more time, inhale, your head is in the same line as your tailbone, spine is long. Good, drop the knees, round your way up, and exhale into your cow shape. Inhale into cat. So the opposite of what we normally do, exhale into cow. Spread the weight between your fingertips, inhale, exhale. One more time. Exhale. Come to a neutral spine, take your hands and tent the fingertips. You're gonna hop slowly onto your seat and cross your left ankle over the right. So because this is short, take a break when you need to. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, squeeze those ankles, lower down halfway, kind of like a boat. Inhale, hover the heels if you can, otherwise put them down, lift your heart. Exhale, arms are wide, shoulders are in the back of their sockets. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Hug the ankles, try and pull the feet apart. Inhale. Exhale. In. Plug those shoulders back, heart forward, out. In. Out. Now you can feel, watch that your face and your jaw aren't giving off funky, aggressive expressions. Exhale. Use your breath. Amp it up, exhale. Now let's try a little roll to the side as you inhale. When you roll down, exhale to the right hip. Okay, squeeze the legs, inhale back up. Exhale to the left hip. It's very subtle. Spread your toes, inhale back up. Exhale to the right. Keep reaching the feet forward. Inhale back up, shoulders back. Exhale to the left. Good. Drawing yourself all the way upright. Take your feet together. Bump your seat back. Hold the underneath side of your ankles and press your knees down. Okay? Shoot the crown of your head up. You're going to try and activate the belly in and out in that pumping action for Kapalabhati. You can spread open the soles of your feet or push the toes together. Let's begin. Big breath in. Out the mouth, relax the shoulders. Inhale. So you can see I'm going to lift my hand up. I want you to press your belly in and out really quickly on the exhale. Breathe in. Emphasize the exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. All the air up. Exhale all the air down. Hold the lungs empty. Scoop your belly button in and up. Release, breathe in. Sigh out. Okay, we're gonna do that again in a little bit. Close your knees. You're gonna rock over onto the ankles and come into your downward facing dog. Now in downward dog, I want you to, because it's core related, you don't need to go for such a long stance, but I really want you to press out of your hands and pull your low ribs up. So you're gonna feel the sides of your navel more when you do that. Inhale, high to your tiptoes. Exhale, drop your knees to the ground. Good, inhale, high to the tiptoes. Exhale, drop the knees to the ground. One more time. Good, come forward to your plank pose. Lift the knees off the floor, take your gaze forward, drop the knees, sink back, child's pose. So wrap your shoulders onto your back, lean to your tiptoes, drop your knees, sink back. Inhale, try not to look down, look forward, come right into the tiptoes, exhale. And inhale, exhale. So the variation is to keep the knees down, lift the feet up, or take yourself into the full. I'll do the full just so you see what it is. So you can roll your feet to the right or roll your shins to the right. Lift the left arm up, exhale back to center. Roll to the left, right arm up, exhale back to center. Roll to the right, left arm up. So spread the toes, keep the legs hugging in, press the heart forward, roll to the left, right arm up. Now see how it's easy to keep rolling? Keep that hip from rolling too far by pressing the top hip forward. Woohoo. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, right arm up. Take one more if you can, onto the knees if it's too much. Inhale, top hip forward. Spread the toes. Exhale, press your heart forward. Right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Lean forward to your toes. Round your spine. Exhale to downward dog. And again, separate your feet. Press out of your hands and out of your wrists with your fingertips deeply rooting. Draw your ribs up. Breathe in. Stick your tongue out. Let's lift high into the tiptoes. Bend, hop to your seat. This time the right ankle goes over the left. Right away, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale up. You can hover, or if it's too much, just take your heels lightly to the floor. This is going to be extremely individual how you move. Exhale. Do your best to keep your breath the priority. Breathe in. Exhale. Little faster. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Sometimes when we're flowing and it's challenging, we get met with this kind of wall of fire or resistance, basically. We don't want to keep going in. So observe that. Out. In, or we just feel completely pooped. If that's the case, lay on your back, 2 big breaths, hands on your belly. Out. 2 more. In. Out. This is an invitation to explore where you source your power from. Good. Draw yourself up. This time lowering all the way down, knees together, feet together, and shins right in line with the knees. So not higher. This tends to be the shape. This is not the shape. Press those knees forward, work your inner thighs in. Arms can be out beside you, even if you have stuff around you. Anchor the back of the arms, whether the palms are down or not, and the shoulder blades. Okay, so this hugging into the knees, splaying open the toes remains the whole time. Okay, breathe in. Gazes straight up. Exhale, roll a few inches to the left. The knees do not separate. Inhale back to center. Feel the obliques starting to fire up. Exhale to the right. Knees do not separate. Toes are active. Inhale, exhale. In, pull the belly down, out. Curl the tailbone up and forward, in and left. In and right. What are you building the heat for? Is it to affirm yourself in the present moment? Is it to feel strong and connected to your body? In, out. In, is it to reach a goal? You want to feel clarity and grounded and centered. Do you need to feel courageous? All of these are great examples of why you might reach for specifically a core class, a core activation. Inhale, exhale. Amp it up through your nose. In, out to the right. My knees have not separated. Out. It's like you've super glued them together. One more each side, you're almost there. And you're not going far if you do have any injuries that you're working with, which I hope you've been applying for the whole class, right? So always working at the edge. Good, now when you're here, you're gonna widen the knees and then extend the legs. Inhale, exhale, little lift. Inhale. Now this one you really need to spread your toes, especially if your hips are tight. Breathe in and out. If this is a little easier, try taking your hands down by the sides of your waist so that you can help root and add that little lift. Inhale, don't let your chin draw in. Keep the head looking straight up. Back of the head and shoulders stay rooted. 3, exhale. 2, good, last one. You're gonna take a hold of the ankles or the edges of the feet, your choice. Rock yourself up, set up for your second set. Hold the ankles from underneath, press the knees down, hold your gaze out in front of you so that the chin, the roof of the mouth is parallel to the floor and the ceiling. If you wanna see it again, so your hands stay there, you can just watch my stomach if you're not sure. So it's kind of ballooning out, but the focus is that snapping back and up. Okay, so big breath in and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a big breath in. Hold the breath, scoop the belly up. Exhale. Empty the lungs. Hold the breath, scoop the belly up. Release, breathe in. Tongue to the chin. Good. Close the knees. Let's do one more in from our downward facing dog. So stepping back. So we know that we've got our plank variations. And we can also add from our downward facing dog, swinging into knee to chest. But this one, I want it to be kind of a bit of the in between those two. So you're gonna stay in downward facing dog. You're gonna reach your right leg up, keep the hips squared, and draw that foot as far to the left as you can. Inhale back to center. Exhale, try and take the leg out to the side, keeping it as straight as you can. Inhale, hello plant, back to center. Look underneath, square your pelvis, hook your tailbone to the ceiling, and draw your knee into your chest. Okay, so you're still in downward facing dog. Now roll your way forward to your right elbow and roll your way all the way back. Knee stays close. Roll your way forward, you might lift your gaze, and roll your way all the way back. One more time. Roll forward and roll back. This time, let her rip. Stretch that right leg up, open up the pelvis, and very gently lower that leg down. Left leg reaches up, hips stay squared to start. Pull the arms in, feel that midline. Move the left leg over to the right. You can point your toe to the right or just move the leg. Inhale to center.
Anchor on the inside of that right foot, open the left leg out to the side. Inhale back to center. Keep hugging the arms in, ribs in, knee to chest. Still in downward facing dog. Now roll like a wave, everything forward. Inhale, exhale. Knee stays close the whole time. Inhale, so it's going to challenge your pelvis as well. Your hips have to be on board with this. Exhale, left toes are active. One more time. And exhale. Stretch that left big toe to the sky, open up your pelvis, and step your foot down. Now we're going to do a little bit of hopping before we land on our back, but I want you to watch that you're not doing a lot of hopping if you have shoulder or wrist injuries you know of, right? Or if it feels tender. Lift onto your tiptoes, bend. Now I want you to hop with your left foot, then your right foot first. So hop off the right, there you go. Hop back the same way. Inhale. Hop on the exhale, right foot then left. Lift up. Hop back, same way, right foot then left. Inhale. Hop left foot then right. Inhale. Left foot then right. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, right foot then left. See how that lightness comes in? Lift your chest, right foot then left. It's not easy. Now try both at the same time. Plug the fingers in. Activate the arms. Bend, spring forward, look forward. Nice light hop, breathe in. Root straight down with the hands. Hop back. Try it again. Onto the tiptoes. So you're going to press your pelvis forward, swing, land, lift your heart. Exhale, hop back. Swing the hips up. One more time. Just play with this. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, spring. Lift your heart. Hop back. Now you're going to roll like a wave forward. Draw your left knee in, then your right knee in, and roll all the way onto your back. Good. Letting yourself come down slowly, feeling your whole spine lengthen, perfectly centered in the middle of the mat. Reaching your arms out. You can go straight arms if you have the room. You're going to let your legs, last one, stretch up. And make sure again that the pelvis isn't just kind of getting lazy, where your legs hang where they naturally feel the easiest places in space. Have your heels above your pelvis. Shoulders tucked down, looking straight up. Breathe in, open the legs wide. Good. Exhale, press through your heels more than your toes. Okay, slice the air with the right leg over and the left leg behind. Exhale. Left foot over, right foot behind. Exhale. High plant. Right leg over, left leg under. Exhale, you're moving the legs forward, swimming them in space. Left leg over, right leg under. Exhale. So come back up. Right leg over. Go as far as you can, pressing through your heels. Exhale. Left leg over right. Exhale. I think I'm one short. So let's take the feet together. Breathe in. Push the ceiling away. Try not to draw your feet in. This isn't easy. Push the ceiling away. Lift straight up. Inhale down. Lift straight up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Exhale down. Exhale up. Good. Now swim your knees in circles. You can also take your hands to your thighs if you'd like and just relax into the hips. You are agitating. If there is deep-seated tension in the pelvis, you're going to feel where there's the tighter area is, right? It's going to activate because you're asking that area to now turn on. So just observe that. So now we're doing the last kind of sequence before rest. Rolling bridge poses. Open your hands today, palm face up to keep the chest nice and broad. So you're gonna inhale up, lift onto your right toes, and roll down so you're off center slightly. Land the heel. Inhale through center. At the top, lift the left heel, roll slightly to the right. Watch the tendency when you're focusing on the lower half of the body, inhale, that the breath can shorten, lift your right heel, and you kind of collapse inwards, like your chin tucks in. Keep your shoulders tucked. Inhale, your chin lifted, so the back of the throat is long. Left heel lifts lower down. right? So don't go into the crunch. Keep your chest open, the front body long, right heel lifts. Try and lengthen and press the left side of your back down like a stamp. One more breath. Left heel lifts. Exhale. Now you're going to peel your spine up through the center. Walk your feet in slightly, and you can choose to use the back of the arms. Lift as high as you can to your toes, but make sure your buttocks isn't holding you here. Big belly breath in. Mushroom it up. Exhale out your mouth. Big belly breath in. Overdo it like you've eaten a really big meal. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale, big belly breath. Out your mouth. Hug your legs in. You're not turning on your buttocks. Inhale here through your nose. Roll down for 3. Lengthen your spine for 2. Land on the 1. Stretch your legs forward. I offer you one other variation, which is to take your feet together if you have the flexibility to relax here. Hands onto your body, whether your legs are straight or feet are in butterfly. You're going to breathe in. Longer exhale out. Inhale. Long exhale. Big breath. Exhale. One more. Exhale. If you have the time, please remain on your back, enjoying some time in Shavasana to let that energy circulate evenly, rebalance your system. If you need to keep moving with your day, hands underneath the thighs, draw the knees together, roll to one side, and slowly make your way up. Taking your hands once more onto your belly, breathing like we did when we were doing our Kapalabhati, into the hands, fully out. And then exhale fully back. So your power center also helps you move through and process your experiences fully, right? You're breathing fully. Big breath in. Exhale. You're fully present, fully engaged and committed to what you're doing. Hands to your heart, thumbs to your forehead. Let's get curious and explore this area, honoring it all. Thumbs to your chest, opening your eyes when you're ready. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this particular style and this particular topic, there is an entire month, as I said, in Patreon around the core. And if you haven't subscribed and you feel like doing so, just hit the button below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Take care.